If you've been with my channel for any length of time, and so many of you have, you'll know that I'm absolutely devoted to natural hairbrushes. Except when it comes to complexion brushes, and then I am absolutely singularly devoted to synthetic. And there is one brand out there that hands down makes the best synthetic brushes, if you ask me. I challenge you to defy me on this. BK Beauty is an amazing company. They make amazing brushes. They are amazing people. They are good people. I just love everything about BK Beauty, and they have a brand new Core Complexion Trio set. Now this set, you would think that a set for the holidays is just putting together popular brushes. These are actually new. We're going to talk about why and how, and then I'm going to put the look together that you see right in front of you today here using these brushes. I'm going to get my hair off my face in a moment, and we will try them out. As you see, they are already well loved. So let's talk about what we have here, and then we're going to dive directly into the demo. This Core Complexion Trio is $95, but you can save 10% if you use my code NOTFITFORPRINT10, and I will put that not only on screen but also down below, NOTFITFORPRINT10. You can use that at checkout and save 10% because, hey, every little bit helps. Okay, so we have 3 brushes here, and let me just tell you a little bit about them. We are going to start with the 115 Medium Contoured Foundation. Yes, it's a little bit dirty because I've just used it. I filmed the demo already. This is a great full coverage but flexible brush, and it's for liquid cream foundations. It's great for either of those. This you well recognize, and you might think to yourself, wait a minute, Rebecca, that looks like the 101. Kind of looks like the 109. Yeah, this 115 is a beautiful fit right in between the 109 and 101 brushes from BK Beauty. Let me show you. I have in my hand right here the 101. So let's go ahead and look at these guys together side by side, and you can see the difference in shape. This, of course, is the 101 right here that I'm tapping the top of, and this is our new 115. The new one is right here, and you can see already the size difference, which I really like. And then let's stick it with this lovely little 109 brush, which kind of is smaller. So these 3, there we go, the new one being in the middle, of course. And then this little one is the 109, and this bigger one is their famous 101. Now for me, this new 115 is great because it's the same shape exactly as the 101, but it's a little smaller. And I'll talk about this in the demo, but I have small features. I'm just kind of a smaller person, and this is great because the size of it is just perfect. It still gets the job done quickly, but it kind of goes in and out of my features are kind of close together. Who knew? And this gets in and around there really easily, so I'm a big fan already. Then the other brush we have is the 116, which is the small round foundation brush, and it's great to use this for foundation, but this is almost like the little sister of a favorite of Lisa J, who's the founder of BK Beauty. That's the 106. So here's, Lisa J loves this 106 round foundation brush, but here is a slightly smaller. So let me show you them side by side. And actually, my 106 is clean. I've washed it. I haven't used that one in a bit. And here we go with the 116. There's the 106 and the 116. New one right here. And this can be used for a foundation, but I like these type of brushes for kind of cream or liquid bronzer, contour, blush. I don't tend to contour, but we're going to bronze and blush with it today, and I love it for that. And you'll see, and again, it's just a slightly smaller version, and I have small features. I have a big mouth, but small features, so I like that. Now, let's talk about the concealer brush. And I mentioned this in the demo. This is the brand new 114. It's a dual-sided concealer brush, which we'll talk about in a moment. The concealer brushes, in my opinion, from BK Beauty, and not only are their complexion brushes sensational, their concealer brushes are amazing. That Angie Hot and Flashy concealer brush, little kitten paw brush, I mean, like, revolutionary, I think, actually. Honestly, I'll say it. And then we saw the dual-sided brush when BK Beauty did a collaboration with Nikki LaRose, and it was a beautiful brush. And they've kind of brought that same thinking to this 114 dual-sided concealer brush. So we have a lighter side. It's hard to tell because I've gotten it dirty already. But we've got a lighter side that will kind of apply a liquid or cream concealer. you know, or foundation. You don't have to go by the rules, but that's kind of the idea behind it. And then this kind of darker side when I flip it over here, and that's great for setting it with powder, which we're going to do today. Now, these three brushes are bundled together for $95, 10% off with not fit for print 10. That info will be down below. But they're $95 and you get the set of three. Sometime next year, these will be sold individually, but not quite yet. And then watching the demo, we're gonna tease another soon-to-be new product from BK Beauty, and that is an eyelash curler, which is pretty nifty. Okay, I want to go now to the demo. Down below and up here on screen, I will have all these brushes up there so that you can take a look at them. I will even put up the 101 and the 109, the 106. I'll put them all up there just so you can kind of take a look, and product and things like that where applicable. It will be down below and up here on YouTube Shopping. You can also see it down below in our description bar, along with information on how to follow me, our Facebook group, or join our membership here on YouTube, plus following me on Instagram and TikTok and Threads, giving super thanks, all of that good stuff, and how to subscribe, of course, is also down below there. Let's go to the demo right now. All right, let's work with these brushes. We have our 115 to start with, which I'm really excited about, this medium contoured foundation brush, because my only issue, as I told you earlier with the 101, was that it's a little bit big for me. Okay, so I'm bringing out some old favorites here that we haven't looked at in a while, some that we have. We're gonna do the by Terry Brightening CC Foundation, which was a really good release this year. So I thought we'd bring it out and show it a little bit of love today with our brand new brushes. So I put a little bit onto my hand, and let's take our new brush, fresh from the box, and let's try it. Now, I don't need to really show you too much about the foundation itself, as I have done a review of it, which you can find. It's a really nice one. Not too dewy, not too matte, very natural and nice. And this brush is doing a fantastic job already, right out of the gate. This is exactly what I have always wanted, because I realize, you know, I don't know about you guys watching at home, I'm kind of a small person. I have really small hands. You can't tell perhaps on camera, as you have nothing to compare them to, but I am 5'1 3/4", you know, on a good day. And I have really small wrists and small bone structure. So the only issue I had with the 101 is it was really big for my face. I still loved it, still use it, but it was big. So this is kind of nice, because I realize I have kind of a small face. My features are close together, everything. It's not a judgment. It's not good nor bad. It just is. So this is really nice, and already, wow, I'm really enjoying it. That is nice. And I like the fact that we have these contours here, so I'm able to then turn it and get the foundation in the creases around the nose. Okay. And it's super, super soft, which is really nice. Okay. Good job. Time for some concealer, which means we're going to try out our 114 and this dual-sided concealer brush, which I'm excited about. Again, two different sizes, just like we saw in the Nikki LaRose. Okay, so dual-sided concealer. Let's bring out our Haus Labs concealer here. As you know, we are going to use the lighter fiber, because we discussed this, for blending. I'm just going to use the tip of the concealer to apply this. We're going to use the lighter side of this brush to kind of blend it in. And then we're going to apply some powder in all these spots where I'm putting concealer. We're going to apply some powder using the darker of the two sides. These are all my little problem areas where I like to get concealer. I like to call it, you know, the dark pits of despair. Okay, so we have our darker side and our lighter side, and we're going to be using this lighter side for applying, blending, things like that. And it's great, it gets right in there. I can use it flat, like on this area of the cheek, but I can also kind of go in with it, and it's flexible to get around the nose, just like we used the foundation brush for, and that gives me a little bit more coverage. And I'm just using it even on its side a little bit. Doesn't matter if you touch the darker side a little bit, no biggie. And we are going to use some setting powder with that darker side, which is the side that is showing right now to the camera, of course, because we are using the lighter side for that. This is really good. I have to tell you, BK Beauty makes and always has made remarkable concealer brushes. They're really my go-to for concealer, honestly. And in fact, all complexion, my only issue with the 101 was always that it was a little bit big for my face. I've always loved it. So, take what I'm saying with a grain of salt. I've always loved it. But for me, with kind of I have small features, this 115 is even better. So let's just put it that way. Okay. So we just applied beautifully our concealer with yet another fantastic BK Beauty concealer brush. They don't have a bad one. And I found this, do you guys remember when this was released for a powder? I thought, let me just change it up a little bit. It's been a while since I've used this Air powder from Charlotte Tilbury. It's white as a setting powder. So we are going to keep this same 114 dual-sided. Now we're going to flip to this darker sided, and we're going to use that to just kind of put some powder over these areas that I generally put powder. Now, I don't powder my whole face, so this is perfect. You could powder your whole face with it, but for me, this is perfect because this is going to target under the eyes. Sometimes I do the eyelid as well a little bit. These are the areas that I do like to powder just so that they don't crease. I haven't used this Charlotte powder in a while. So there we go. And around there, and maybe over any of the areas and into a little bit the T-zone. I have pretty normal skin, but it doesn't hurt just to make sure it's set. Another beautiful complexion brush from BK Beauty, frankly. Yet another one. Okay, and now we're going to take a look at our brand new 116. And this is a round foundation brush, but it also does dropping things, ignore it. I'm also going to use it for blush. You can use it for liquid, for cream. We're going to use it for blush, bronzer. I thought, you know what? Let's use it for both. I'm not going to clean it. I'm going to use it for both. And let's do liquid and cream. So I brought over, remember this one, the Sundrip from Caliray? Another good kind of maybe forgotten bronzer, liquid bronzer that came out earlier this year. So I'm just going to put a little bit of that in the back of my hand. And then we're going to go ahead and use this 116. I'm just going to get product right there, just on all over the tips of it. And then I'm just going to kind of put it in here. And all I'm doing, I'm not doing any sort of fancy contouring. You guys know me. I'm just warming up the sides of my face and around and just kind of placing it in at the hairline. So that needs to go behind my ears. My hair is back with a clip now, so it doesn't get in the way. It being shorter now, my hair being shorter, it's hard for complexion videos because it kind of wants to sit right here, So I invested in some clips. Okay, well done, me. Excellent with the 116 small round brush. And now, yeah, it's got a little bit of product on it. You could wipe this off if you wanted on kind of like a little fiber towel, but I really don't care if I end up getting a little bit of it into my blush. Okay. Somebody, whenever I get, I always get positive comments because our community is amazing. Whenever I get negative comments, people are just like, why? Why would you be messy like that? Why would you be? And I'm just like, ask everyone else out there. We're all like, oh, that's me in the morning. See, I know. We relate, right? That's the people that belong here. So again, I'm going to get this as a Sweed. Oh, you guys know. I know. I said products we haven't used in a while. I can't lay off the Sweed. So this is the Sweed, their Airbrush. You know I love it. Okay. And I do have savings on Sweed. Okay, so I overdid it a little bit, but I love this. Okay, and I'm going to blend that in there. Just trust the process. Just stay with me. Trust the process. And this brush is really nice. Yeah, it has a little bit of bronzer left on it, but I'm okay with that. And I'm just going to just pat, look at how it just taps that in. I can go ahead and blend, or I can tap, and it really applies the product really nicely. If you wanted to just use it for bronzer, you could. Now you might say to me, but this says small round foundation. Sure, you could use this just for tip foundation if you want. And there's a lot of people out there, I know a lot of people who are very skilled, and they'll use 2 different shades of foundation. So you can also use this interchangeably with the new 115 if you're using 2 shades or contouring, or, there's a lot of people out there who are doing, a powder and a this and that. You can use these on powder too, but I like them specifically on cream and on liquid. Okay, there are 3 blushes there. We're going to come back and talk about this in a minute, but I'm going to grab something for my lips and maybe do some brows. But I did want to show you really quickly before I go off camera that we have this eyelash curler from BK Beauty. I don't mean to make you jealous, but they did send it. Now, there's no firm release date on this eyelash curler, but boy, does it look good. So I thought we'd use it together. It is coming, and it should be soon. We just don't know exactly when yet. So I thought it's really kind of cool. It's got like the spring action. Check it out. So let's try it, shall we? Comes with a bunch of replacement pads. I love a good eyelash curler, so I thought, let's put this one to the test, shall we? See if it pinches or, ooh, nice. Oh, wow. So because it's got this kind of spring back action to this, and we'll talk about this more when it's actually officially released, it really holds. Ooh, that is a nice curl. Hey, Lisa J. You got other hidden talents that we didn't know. I did not know. That you can, so it's getting all of my lashes in here. And then when I press down, again, we'll give this more time when it's actually released, but when I press down the spring, you have to put pressure on it to keep it from springing, and that in and of itself kind of makes the lashes curl more. And it's got all my lashes in there. You know, Lisa J's lashes always look really good. I think she's had this and been using it. This is good. Oh, you guys. This is going to be, when this comes out, I'm going to be pushing this. This is, well, hello. All right, I'm going to put some mascara on these lashes, maybe do my brows, get something on my lips, and then let's talk about these brushes just for a quick second. Stay right there. Okay, I just went off camera to fix myself up just a little bit. You know, as you guys know, I'm very devoted to BK Beauty. They're a wonderful brand, and especially their complexion brushes. To me, these are kind of their hero products. So this little trio, which has improved upon, if something that most of us thought could not be improved upon, and then took that idea from the Nikki LaRose, you know, that's double-sided. Well, they didn't take it from that. Those were their brushes with Nikki, but you know what I mean. Just kind of taking this and expanding on / improving on with this trio. I mean, I think it's a great buy. If you are in need of good complexion brushes, and who isn't, and complexion is something pretty much most of us do every single day. So you could amateurize this and definitely get your money's worth. It's a good buy. And if you use my code at checkout, not fit for print 10 at checkout, you'll get 10% off. So on $95, it saves you $9.50 right there, which, you know, every little bit is helpful, especially around the holidays. But it was a pleasure to play with these brushes, and they will certainly be in heavy rotation here. Plus, I'm telling you, get ready for when this comes, this eyelash curler, because it's going to be great. Plus, eventually, in the coming year, this trio, they'll sell them separately, but I think as a trio, they're actually quite nice. I just really like the size of them. All right, tell me what you guys think. Did you purchase them? Are you thinking you might? What are your favorite BK Beauty brushes? I don't know, these might end up actually becoming my favorites. I got to think on that. So I'm asking you a question I don't necessarily know the answer to myself, but I would love to hear what you have to say because I'm all about the community here. So do let me know. Make sure that you share this video and like it. And the kindest gift that you can give to me right away is to subscribe to this channel. I appreciate it, and I look forward to seeing you all in the next video. Bye-bye.